I took the SAT and the ACT.
I took both SAT and ACT. Yes, I took the SATs.
I took both SAT and ACT.
Yeah, I took the SATs.
I took the SAT.
SAT?
I took the SAT.
I took the SAT and the ACT.
I did really well.
I did pretty well.
It was okay.
Not so well.
Agonizing is the right word to describe both of those tests. It's long, but, you know, get you into college.
I'm a junior in high school, about to become a senior. And I spend a lot of time worrying about getting into college. I know the formula. It's your high school grade point average plus your ACT, SAT scores equals college admissions. Well, high school is hard enough. Don't even get me started. But I've got a problem with the way this whole ACT, SAT thing works. My problem is that we all want to get into the best college or university we can afford to attend, and most of us need scholarships to make this possible. But to get into the college of your dreams, like Harvard, or to be considered for scholarships, you need to do well on standardized tests. If you don't do well, forget about it. But it's not fair. How can 4 years of high school be the same as a one-day SAT test? How can this be the same as all? All this, I repeat, SAT, thousands of hours of grueling high school work. And another thing that's not fair, if you have the money, you can take an SAT or ACT prep class. Lots of companies offer them. And they can make a huge difference in your scores. But we're also talking serious money. A prep class can cost anywhere from $500 to almost $2,000. Did you know that every year Americans spend over $1 billion on these prep classes? Why? Because they work.
I guess I have to thank Prep for everything. None of it would have been possible without him. And I hope that you guys, maybe use this program. Go ahead, pay the money. It's totally worth it. 120% worth it.
My parents could afford to pay for SAT prep classes, and my scores jumped 300 points higher than my PSATs. But what if you don't have the money? Too bad. You're competing against kids who do. It's like playing basketball against kids on ladders.
Easy dunk.
Oh, this isn't fair. It's ridiculous.
Not exactly fair. If you don't believe me, listen to Dr. Neal, a nationally known expert on standardized testing. Are the ACT and SAT tests fair to all test takers, or are some more likely to do better than others?
There's a direct correlation between the size of a family's income and the height of the test score. The more your family earns, the higher your test score, and it's a perfect straight line from low income to high income. African Americans, Latinos, and American Indians do definitely less well than do whites and Asians. Some of that is clearly due to differential access to high-quality education and also differential access to family wealth. Males do better than females, and not having English as your first language is definitely a drawback.
Are prep classes effective at raising scores?
We think that they are, in fact, effective. The SAT and ACT claim they're not, but they will sell you test prep materials. The major issue we have is that the people who seem to really benefit from all these test prep programs are those who go to expensive test prep programs. They have money. They can buy high-quality test preparation, and they're likely to get the stronger gain. So this is one more benefit for the wealthy. They already have all their family background benefits. They already have the access to the better schools. On top of that, they can boost their scores by going to test prep programs.
Dr. Neal's not the only one to discredit these standardized tests. Dr. Les Perelman, a professor at MIT, one of the top universities in the world, studied the SAT essays. He found a direct correlation between length and score, meaning the more you write, the better you'll score on the essay.
How did you discover that there's a correlation between the length of your essay and your score?
I was at a national writing convention in San Francisco in 2005, and the College Board was there passing out this booklet and claiming all sorts of wonderful things for the new exam. I looked in the training essays in the booklet and all of a sudden noticed almost immediately that the longer essays had higher scores and the shorter essays had lower scores. So I then did what anybody from MIT would do. I put it all in an Excel spreadsheet and discovered that just by counting the number of words you could arrive at the correct score.
When writing an essay, do you get penalized for errors of fact?
Not in the least. You can say that the War of 1812 occurred between 1905 and 1910, and the readers have been instructed specifically to ignore all errors of fact.
So are you saying you can just make stuff up?
Yes. You can make up quotations, you can make up facts, and all of that will be seen as good, specific supporting detail, whether or not it's true.
Tell me about the people scoring the essay. Do they have ample time to read and evaluate each essay?
No, they don't. They are given a total of about 3 minutes per essay. They have to score in 4-hour blocks, and they have to score at least 20 essays per hour, or 3 minutes per essay. For that, they make $17 an hour. If they want to make some extra money, around $3 extra, they have to score 30 essays per hour, which is 2 minutes per essay.
So we have gender bias, racial bias, language bias, income bias, and score determined by the length of your essay. What? So what can you do? Take the test and hope for the best. But when you do go to college, tell the administration to join the growing list of great colleges and universities that no longer rely on standardized tests for admissions and scholarships. As for me, I'm just trying to warn you about the crazy world of standardized tests. They're like a bad joke played on juniors and seniors who are already tormented by the pressures of high school. I am more than a number on a standardized test, and so are you. We are each unique individuals with lots to offer whatever college or university we attend.
I don't think they're fair just because there are people that do really well take the prep courses and some people just aren't good test takers.
The only people who do really well in it are the people who pay for services like Kaplan and all that. And for people who don't have the money to do that, they just don't do really well in it.
Like where I live, it became about everyone who had enough money to get a tutor did well, and the people who didn't do as well, and I didn't think that was fair.